Hi, I'm Cammy Strickland, 2026 President, Cherokee Association of REALTORs, and I am sitting here with the lovely Melissa Bailey with REMAX Town and Country. She is our selected ambassador for the Rooted in Georgia campaign. Melissa, good to
Yeah,
see you.
thanks for having me today.
Yes, of course. Um, what made you decide to apply for the ambassadorship?
Well, it was an interesting process. It's all about some of your community involvement and philanthropy within your community, and that has always been very important to me. My family and we moved here 17 years ago, and before I knew it, I was on the board of Hobgood Baseball Park. And so it all started 17 years ago with that, and just got really involved from there in our community.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Um, what does rooted in Georgia actually mean to you?
I think that, first of all, I think Georgia is one of the greatest states you could live in, and our statistics show that, right?
Mhm,
We have a lot of people that move here, but particularly Cherokee County is truly amazing, and I
mhm,
embrace that. I try to, be an ambassador for that every day. And so when I got into real estate, which has been about 6 years now, it was really important to me to always want to give back. So my brokerage makes that really easy with Remax Town and Country.
mhm,
With one of my favorite charities, of course, is the Children's Miracle Network,
mhm.
and the fact that it ties into our community right here with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta made perfect sense.
Yes.
So with every transaction I do, I always make a donation on that. So that was step one. And so quickly you learn as a small business owner, how many times do you get hit up a week for sponsor
Sponsorship, yes.
this, do that, right? A lot.
Yes.
So I was like, I got to figure this out. So the next charity that I really got involved with was the Bridgemill Sixes Service League.
Mhm.
I live in Bridgemill, and they were doing a pickleball tournament, which is another huge passion of mine.
Mm.
You need to come out and play.
I know I've never played
You've
before.
never
I know
played?
you'll have to
All
give me
right,
some
here we go.
pointers.
Here we go. So here's an invitation to all you realtors out there
Mm.
to join us on September 12th.
Okay.
We have a pickleball tournament that's also sponsored by Andy Hartman. He and
Mhm.
I are the title sponsors. Last year, Andy and I and the Bridgemill Sixes Service League raised over $12,000,
Right.
which was awesome.
Mhm.
And that actually went to 8, 9, 10 different organizations in Cherokee County
Mhm.
that the Bridgemill Sixes Service League supports. And so that's why it's really easy for me to say, if I support Bridgemill Sixes Service League,
Mhm.
my hand is touching 10, 12 other organizations.
Yes,
So
local
to bring that all
organizations.
back in, that's kind
Mhm.
of what, it's like, okay, I can say, I don't have to feel so bad if I can't do everything.
Right.
But just that organization is fantastic.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
So, how do you balance? This is every woman's question
Mm.
overall, but how do you balance serving your clients while also serving your
Mhm.
community?
Wow. The one thing about real estate, as you know, is it's a roller coaster. You know, some days you're busy from the morning your feet hit the ground to your
Mhm.
bed hits the pillow at night, and then sometimes you have some off days.
Yeah.
But I've always been a time blocker and a time management type person.
Mhm.
So you just have to kind of block. You got to block some of those things out,
Yeah.
and that's the only way you can find the time to put in the volunteer work and do the organizations. But to me, that is part of my job now.
Mhm.
It's not an option. It's part of what I do. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh. If you could encourage every realtor watching this to do one thing in their community, what would it be?
I think you have to just find something that you are truly passionate about. And it can be something as simple as if you play pickleball. There are fundraising opportunities for you every weekend.
Mhm.
But if you have the opportunity to go out and work Special Olympics,
Mhm.
say, or Children's Haven, or go volunteer at never alone. A lot of these places, they need volunteers.
Yeah.
Find something you're passionate about and go try it
Mhm.
and work with that community. And if that doesn't seem to be a good fit, find the next one,
Yeah.
because there are people out there who desperately need somebody in the community to step up and take a lead and help support them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a favorite memory or success story from your volunteer work that you'd like to share?
Well, I would say that the pickleball tournament is pretty exciting. I'm super excited. I added another organization this year, the Alatoona Poker Run, which
Oh.
supports Folds of Honor. That's kind of near and dear to me right now. We do have a fellow realtor with Remax that is also an active National Guard person, and he's in Jordan right now, and he actually got hurt. So we're praying for him for a speedy recovery, and hopefully he can come home. But anything to support our veterans is kind of a special cause as well, and active military for that. So I don't know. Favorite memories is just I don't know if it's tax time. We'll cut that. But seriously, I mean, it's just knowing that, and sometimes people will come up to you on the street and they'll recognize who you are, and maybe it is from a pickleball tournament or something that we've been involved in, and that's really special is when that happens.
Yeah.
So the recognition, I think, is nice. It's not why I do it, but when you meet somebody that you wouldn't have met because you're participating in those things, it feels good. Makes you feel good.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Melissa, thank you so much. It's been a
Appreciate it.
pleasure to talk with you,
I
and I'm going to hold you to that pickleball lesson.
I'm going to do it, and it's an honor to represent Cherokee County, so I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.